All right, so we have 3 goals today. We're gonna dye the red stitching on my BRZ seats, and as you can see, this is the headrest of one of them, so I could show you how red the actual stitching is and how good the dye works. Number 2, we're gonna charge the AC on this Miata right there. And number 3, we're going to talk about the clutch pedal on the IS300. So right now, I've used 4 different methods to dye the red stitching on the BRZ seats. So let me take you over here. Now that I got this flashlight, you can see better. But as you can see right here, the red stitching is very red, like extremely red, like kind of eyesoringly red. I don't know if that's a word, but it's very red. I hate it. So I've used 4 different methods to dye the stitching on this seat. And as you can see, it's a little bit better. You could still see the red, the red hue of it. And I used the vinyl spray that everyone uses on their seats, on their leather seats. And that works pretty well. This red black stuff, this red fabric dye, worked horribly. Did not work at all. And I have to waste all this. So I think, let me see. Yeah. On this side, that's how the Ritz dye did. And on this side, that's how the paint pen did. So I also used a Sharpie fabric marker, which also sucked. Barely did anything. And the best candidate so far is this overseas paint pen, which I also use in red for bolt checking stuff, making sure things don't get loose. So let me show you how this works. There's not many videos on how to dye red stitching, so yeah. So with this paint pen, you gotta shake it a bunch, and then you gotta do maybe 2 or 3 coats. So as you can see right here, I'm gonna do it right in front of you. All right, so here's the first coat, and as you can see, most of the red already disappears. And yes, there is a slight hue of red still, but after a few coats, that goes away. So the one person I watched on YouTube used a pen, a black Sharpie thing. I don't know if it was a paint pen. So this is just confirmation to say, yes, don't waste your money on fabric markers. Don't waste your money on the Ritz dye. Don't waste your money on fabric spray unless you want to actually have like a deeper or darker tone on your faded black seats, which that's where the fabric and vinyl spray from Duplicolor, that's where it shines. But as you can see, look at that. Here's the before, here's the after. All right, so we're done with the first coat with the headrest, and I left a little bit for y'all just to see the contrast between the red and the black. So if you could see right there, that's the red that was before, and this is the after. And yes, you could still see a little bit of the red, but over time, over the coats, it'll get even blacker and blacker. So yeah, don't use this stuff for red stitching. Do not waste your money on fabric pens. Do not waste your money on this Rit dye, because it won't work. Just get yourself a paint pen. I'll leave the link in the description, and that will work the best. And if you think about it, in your car, how often do you have lights that are shining straight on your seats, you know? Unless you open the door at night, if you have those overhead lights. But in the dark, these look completely black. All right, so number 2, let's charge the AC in this Miata. So first, you gotta figure out what AC your car takes. In this Miata, there's a part of the AC system that says use R34A, I think that's what it's called, refrigerant. And this is where I saw the R154 label. So if you could see from down here, I don't know if you could see or not, it says right there, R134A. There you go. That's where you see it on a NA Miata.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today I'm going to show you how to properly recharge your air conditioning system.
All right, so this is me 15 minutes in the future do not charge your AC from the bottom port, charge it from the top port. So I was trying to charge it from the wrong port, which is dangerous. So I'm not even gonna include that in the video because some people might see it and might charge it from the wrong spot. So fast forward, now I know not to charge it from this bottom port because on NA Miatas, you charge it from this top port. Let me show you, right here. You charge it, can't see. You charge it from this top port, not that bottom port. All right, so let's try this one more time. So uncap this right here, AC. Get your bottle ready with your filler, whatever it's called, this top end. Start the car, turn on the AC, move on. All right, so we started the Miata, and now we're gonna fill it from the correct port. So, there you go. I'm gonna plug it in right here. Pull back the collar. And it's not doing anything at all. So I think this is too big for the port because the port is actually very, very skinny. So this doesn't work. All right, so turning the AC on the Miata didn't work because as you can see, this hole is very big. This male end is very small. So that's my conclusion to why it won't work. So let's put the cap back on and let's call it a day for the Miata. Unsuccessful with the AC charging, but I'll take it to a professional with a whole machine, with a Freon machine, so they could flush the entire system and tell me what I'm doing wrong. All right, now let's talk about the clutch situation on the IS300. So right here, as you can see, this clutch pedal and these clutch brake pedals aren't stock. These are Willwood brake pedal covers. I just drilled and bolted straight into the IS300. And if you could see up there, if you could see at all, this isn't a stock IS300 clutch pedal. This is a excessive manufacturing clutch pedal, so there was no clutch stop and there was no clutch switch. So if you see right there, that's where the pedal would hit the carpet, okay? And it would, over time, it kept on making this indent and eventually it got stuck on the floor, which is not good if you're driving around the city and your clutch pedal just gets stuck. So right over here, I have this Serial 9 clutch stop, okay? It's like 30 bucks. It's not bad, it's really good quality actually. And that actually solved the problem for a little bit. But if you look up there, this foam is very mushy. So whenever I press the clutch in, it would be mushy and it just felt horrible. So what I did was I pulled this carpet back and I actually put this Velcro here to help out with the situation. And I just took out the foam. I just cut out the foam. I cut a hole right there and I put it back and I cut a hole in the carpet, which it looks kind of jank to be honest. But now, when I push it all the way down, let's put the flashlight right there. It hits the metal and it doesn't feel mushy anymore. So that fixed that problem. So if you want to make your own clutch stop, or you have this problem where your clutch pedal is getting stuck on an IS300 that's manual swapped, well, this is your solution. Just get a clutch stop from Amazon or Serial 9 and then cut the foam right there to prevent any mishaps with your clutch. So yeah, this was a weird video, but I wanted to make more vlog style videos in the shop with this camera, with this mic setup, and just give y'all a perspective of what I do and my thought process on fixing stuff around the shop and with these two cars. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't work, like charging the AC on this Miata, but that's part of it. So yeah, you know what to do, like and subscribe, comment down below what do you want to see next, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time, peace.